Nia Long was completely blindsided that her fiance Ime Udoka was cheating on her, and what's trifling about this situation is his mistress was around helping her move to her new home, and she didn't even know it. Also, Rihanna is headlining the Super Bowl halftime show next year. Many people are excited, but some are calling her out for making this decision. To find out more about it, stay tuned and watch this video. Hello everybody, welcome to the Empressive channel. Over the weekend, it was confirmed that Rihanna is headlining the Super Bowl halftime show next year, and I am excited. The reason why I'm excited is because this could mean that Rihanna is dropping new music. Now, maybe I'm keeping my hopes up in vain, but she was spotted leaving the studio several different times recently. So I'm choosing to be optimistic about this, and I'm just going to assume that Rihanna is working on some new music. If she's not, I will be disappointed about this. I will, because I don't want her to perform at the halftime show and get all this publicity only for her not to drop any music. That doesn't make sense to me. So in my mind, I'm thinking that she is working on something, and when she performs at the Super Bowl, she will drop that album. That's what I'm hoping. If I'm wrong, then I'm wrong. I'm just gonna have to wipe egg off my face. But I think it just makes sense. Now, there has been some discussion about Rihanna performing at the Super Bowl. A lot of people feel like Rihanna is a hypocrite for performing, because back in 2019, she did say that she would never perform at the Super Bowl because of how the NFL treated Colin Kaepernick. Now, you all remember Colin Kaepernick was pretty much blackballed from the league after he took a silent protest against police brutality against black people. When Rihanna was asked about headlining the halftime show in her Vogue interview, she said, "I couldn't dare do that. For what? Who gains from that? Not my people. I just couldn't be a sellout. I couldn't be an enabler. There's things within that organization that I do not agree with at all, and I was not about to go and be of service to them in any way." Now, it is kind of crazy to read these statements now and see how everything has changed. And does this make Rihanna a hypocrite? Well, I guess so, but honestly, I'm not one to talk, because I too was against the NFL at one point because of how they treated Colin. But I'm not going to act like I haven't been watching the halftime shows these past few years. I'm not going to act like I'm not excited that Rihanna is headlining the halftime show. So maybe I'm a hypocrite too. But I will say there has been a lot that has happened since that whole controversy with Colin and the NFL. Since then, Colin has been given the opportunity to try out for a team. I don't know what's going on with the process now, but he did express that he does want to return to the NFL. Another big change in the NFL is they brought Jay-Z on board. Jay-Z is now the curator of the halftime show, so he's the one who helps put the acts together, and that has kind of opened the door for a lot of artists to make some serious money during the Super Bowl festivities. Rihanna, as a lot of us know, has a partnership with Jay-Z through Rock Nation. So I'm pretty sure Jay-Z convinced her to do the halftime show, and she probably realized that it was too good of an opportunity to turn down, especially if she plans on releasing new music. So I think Rihanna sees this halftime show as a huge opportunity for her to get a lot of exposure, not only for new music, but also for her brands, for her Savage X Fenty and her Fenty Beauty line. This will be one of the biggest performances of her career. So I understand why she took the gig. I know there's some people who might be still a little conflicted about it because of what she said in the past, but the opportunity is pretty major for her. So I don't blame her for not passing it up. Anyway, moving on to the next topic. There have been a few trifling updates involving this whole scandal with the Celtics head basketball coach Ime Udoka. Now, if you're not familiar with the story, Ime Udoka is Nia Long's longtime fiance, and he was caught cheating on Nia with one of the staff members at the Celtics. And it wasn't just one staff member. Allegedly, it was multiple women. It was also alleged she was messing with the VP's wife, and they warned him to stop these affairs, but he didn't listen, and he eventually got punished for it, and now he has been suspended for a whole year. Now, one of the women he was involved with is actually married, and we don't know her name, but rumors have been swirling around saying that it was actually the woman who works for the basketball operations of the Boston Celtics, Caitlin Lynch. And a lot of people noticed that as soon as this story hit the fan, Caitlin put all of her social media pages on private. So a lot of people are suspecting that it's actually her. They found out that she is married to a man named Taylor Lynch. And Taylor Lynch just so happens to have the same last name as the Celtics VP of Finance, Patrick Lynch. So I do wonder if they are relatives. Maybe Caitlin is probably connected to the Lynch family via marriage. Who knows? So if Ime was messing with her, then that will explain why he's being disciplined so harshly. But once again, we don't know if he messed with her or not. We don't know. The woman in question is being protected, so we don't know her name. We don't know anything about her, but what we do know is she is married and she had an affair with Ime, and her husband found out about their affair through her private conversations with him. According to Kevin Frazier from Entertainment Tonight, he claims multiple sources confirm Celtics female staffer's affair with Celtics coach Ime Udoka was uncovered by her husband when he overheard a private conversation on a home doorbell camera. Now, here's where the situation gets really, really messy. The staff members at the Boston Celtics knew about this affair since July, but they did not tell Nia Long anything. Okay, so they were smiling in Nia's face. They were acting like things were all good, but they didn't tell her that her fiance was cheating on her. Nia was completely caught off guard. She knew nothing about this affair. She just relocated to Boston so she could move closer to her man. So obviously she didn't suspect that anything was wrong, but she was completely blindsided when this news came out. Kevin Frazier also spilled some more tea. He tweeted this: according to well-placed sources, even after the affair was discovered by the Celtics, the female staffer continued to work with Nia Long on her move to Boston. Nia did not learn about the affair until the disciplinary action by the franchise was made public. So this woman in question was not only sleeping with Ime, but she was also handling Nia's affairs as well. I mean, this is absolutely crazy. And the interesting thing about this story is the woman in question is still being protected. She's not being disciplined from what we know. All we know is how the organization is handling Ime. And don't get me wrong, Ime deserves to be exposed. I mean, the level of disrespect and humiliation that he brought on Nia is disgusting. But the woman in question needs to be exposed too. It doesn't sit well with me that her identity is being protected because she was wrong as well. She too had an inappropriate relationship, and she also was cheating on her husband. So why is it that her identity gets to be protected while everybody else is thrown under the bus? Why is it that Nia has to be humiliated and her relationship has to be picked apart publicly? Why is it that the other female staff members have to be targeted over wild speculations because no name is being revealed? Why is that? Why can't they reveal this woman's name? I don't know if it's because she has affiliations to somebody powerful and she's being protected in that way, or maybe the league is trying to protect the information from coming out because they probably feel like she was taken advantage of, because it's possible that she works under Ime and he probably used his position of power to get what he wanted from her. That is a possibility. So if they are protecting her for that reason, that makes a lot more sense. And I don't disagree with it at all. However, to me, it seems like this relationship was consensual and she seemed to have welcomed his advances because he was at her house interacting with her. So apparently they had something going on. Unfortunately, the information blew up in the public and Nia Long has to suffer from all the embarrassment. So the person who's getting hurt the most here is Nia. It's really messed up, but Ime should have never cheated. If he never got himself in this position, none of this would be happening now. Anyway, tell me what you all think about this video down below. Please like, comment, and subscribe, and share this video if you care. Thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you next time. Bye.